Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today is day 6 of active passive voice series. My today's topic is past perfect tense. In my previous video, I explained you past continuous tense, and today I'm going to explain past perfect tense. As you know, active voice and passive voice are two different ways of constructing sentences based on the relationship between the subject and the object of a verb. Students, as you know, in active voice, the subject of the sentence performs the action expressed by the verb and the object receives that action. The structure of an active voice sentences is usually subject plus verb plus object. Let me repeat it. Subject plus verb plus object. In passive voice, the subject of the sentence receives the action expressed by the verb and the object becomes the focus of the subject of the sentence. The structure of a passive voice sentence is usually object plus verb plus subject. Let me repeat it. The structure of the passive voice sentences is usually object plus verb plus subject. Students, in passive voice, the emphasis is on the action rather than the doer of the action. It is often used when the doer of the action is unknown, unimportant, or when the speaker or writer wants to shift the focus of the recipient of the action. So today we are discussing past perfect tense. First, I will tell you the rules how we will convert active voice into passive voice of past perfect tense. As you know, in active voice, in past perfect tense, we use had. In active voice, we use had as helping verb, okay? But in passive voice, helping verbs are had been. Helping verb is had been. Only one helping verb we have. We don't have any option. So, helping verb is had been, okay? In passive voice, we use past participle. In passive voice, in active and passive both, we use past participle. Past participle means we use third form of the verb. Alright. Next is use of by is there in passive voice. And subject will take the place of object and object will come in the place of subject in passive voice. And pronoun changes. As you know, I will be changed into me, he into him, she into her, we into us, they into them, it, you, and nouns. We will not change them in passive voice. They will remain the same. Okay. So now I will show you some examples of past perfect tense passive voice. In affirmative sentence, now I will show you the example from affirmative sentence, affirmative or positive, okay? You had drunk water. Look, you is our subject. Had is helping verb, drunk is third form of the verb. Drink, drank, drunk. Drunk is the third form of drink, okay? Water is object. As I told you, subject will take the place of object and object will come in the place of subject, okay? We use had been as helping verb. In passive voice, we will use third form of the verb, okay? So how we will convert this? You had drunk water. Water had been drunk by you. Alright? Next one is negative. She had not written a letter. She had not written a letter. As you know, in passive voice, we use had been. But these are the negative sentences. In negative sentences, what we will do? We will use not. Had not been. In passive voice, we will use had not been. She had not written a letter. This is active voice. Okay. How we will convert it into negative? A letter had not been written by her. I have changed she into her. Subject will take the place of object and object will come in the place of subject. As you can see in this example, she is our subject, okay, and letter is object. So letter has become the subject and she has become the object. Okay, a letter had not been written by her. All right, this was negative sentence. Now I will show you example from interrogative sentence. As you know, in an interrogative sentence we use helping verb in the beginning of the sentence. Okay, in active voice as well as in passive voice, and at the end of the sentence we will put the question mark. Let me show you the example. Had they played hockey? Had is the helping verb. Had they played hockey? These are the interrogative sentences. That is why I have used helping verb in the start of the sentence. Had they played hockey, at the end question mark. Had hockey been played by them? Again question mark. In active voice as well as in passive voice I have put the question mark because it's interrogative sentence. All right, next is interrogative. Had Sana not read a book? Question mark. Had Sana not read a book? This example is from interrogative sentence. How we will convert this into passive voice? Let's see. Had a book not been read by Sana? At the end I have put the question mark in active voice as well as in passive voice. Okay, next one is WH questions. WH questions or WH family, or it is also known as interrogative pronouns. In such sentences we use the words that starts from the letter WH. For example, where, when, how, who, which, etc. Okay, first we will write these words, WH words, and after that we will put the helping verb. Okay, in active voice as well as in passive voice. For example, when had I taken tea? When had I taken tea? When had tea been taken by me? I have changed I into me. I have used had been as helping verb. Okay, and after that, after the WH word, when, where, when, or any word, we will put the helping verb. Okay, let me repeat it. When had I taken tea? When had tea been taken by me? Okay, so what you have learned in today's lesson, today I have explained you the passive voice of past perfect tense. In past perfect tense passive voice we use had been as helping verb. We use third form of the verb, use of by. Subject will take the place of object and object will come in the place of subject, and pronoun changes that I showed you. Okay, I hope you will like this lecture. Thank you so much for watching, and in my next video I will explain you future indefinite tense, the passive voice of future indefinite tense. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share.